We got the media team in here. We're the media
team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Like Wack just said the other day, Tory been in there taking care, looking out for them.
Oh,
they send the COs and the essays mad about him doing that for the blacks.
They sent that out of you.
Yeah, on some what he was saying, like you feel me? They sicked him on him like that because of Tory up in there looking out for make it longer. Like,
I think it's gonna get even a little deeper than that. The DNA already been there. I've been telling y'all that. He going back on the DNA, the negative DNA. But Friday, the driver, the security just finally come to the table, and they turned them statements in to the DA in LA County.
Right. I seen that.
You both know, come down on the appeal and get off this. His case becomes case law, case study. You know how everybody that DA didn't touch, right? Because this failed to turn in that DNA paper test. Everybody got action. They're coming back for appeal. Tory now got probably $1 billion lawsuit. He got a lawsuit on LA County. He got a lawsuit on CDC. Right, he got a crazy lawsuit. So I think conversation went on, and they that Monday they tried to get him out of here. Ain't no way you on a level 3 penitentiary yard, right? And they just racking the gates, and that action they hitting you 14 times.
Right.
In a day room. No. First of all, the gun tower with it. Second of all, where the COs at?
Right.
They don't leave that day room unattended, you know that.
But I knew from the muscle though, man. I can't believe he in that, man. The case was sloppy.
Sloppy as.
Then they said some shit like the lawyer that Tory had a history of working with Rock Nation. I said, ooh, that's tricky.
Well, Rock Nation didn't do nothing. They just attended to court as they should. That's their client. You know what
That's their client, right?
Yeah, they ain't do nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They gotta send some representation in there. That ain't shit. Every time Blueface went to jail, they say it. His label and manager is here in the crowd. They say it. They know exactly who motherfuckers is.
Then they said the strap was pink. Was it pink?
Bro, Stylist said in the paperwork he has packed that gun in a suitcase on many
I was sitting in the middle of them.
That's if I heard that. I was like, what the?
Yeah, so,
Crazy, man. Free Tory, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry he went through what he went through, but boy, he ain't gonna have to rap again ever in his life. Between the movies he can do, series,
right,
and what they gonna have to pay, they need to release Tory on the ankle monitor because they send that to another institution, LA County, anywhere, high power keep away. It's gonna be another attempt on his life.
Yep.
That ain't no yard shit. That's some orchestrated shit.
Wack, you already know, man. That's all
that shit came from the wire. Come on, brother.
Come on, man.
Nope, you gotta. I've been telling them. At first, they were talking about he flirted with his wife at the visit. Get out of here.
Nope.
Then he gonna say on the tier, he told his wife he like big black.
No. Get that out the work.
As soon as I read his paperwork, he was a 13-year-old, killed her.
Wack.
I said, this has been no good day one. This shit came from higher up, and you want to make yourself good, this is what you got to do. He didn't even know what he was doing it for. He has no idea really where it's coming from, the dude that did it. All he know is he was told, listen, you want to make some shit right, this is what you got to do. Now you got to think about it. We're on the level 3 penitentiary. Cell release. You got a gun tower. He on point, on his feet. He's watching the section that's being released. On the floor, on top. Tory's upstairs, walking down the stairs, all that. You got 2 correctional officers in the building. One on the left side, one on the right. Then you got your ones that's outside the building, because that's where they at, watching us go to child hall, appeal call, wherever we going. So you telling me they done racked the gates and a nigga got time to hit a nigga 14 times. It usually take 2-3 months to hit a nigga 14 times. One man may hit a nigga 14 times. It ain't no shots fired. It ain't no police. It ain't no correctional officers nowhere to be found. Yeah, okay.
Set up.
That ain't how that works.
Come on, Wack. You already know. That's why
What's crazy is they got the camera footage too. They got the camera footage because one of my partners that's a CO in another joint know one of the COs in that joint. And put the nigga on the phone. Camera footage show Tory coming down the staircase. He get down to the bottom. Tory had on a hoodie, which is different from me. You know, we had sweats, wasn't no hoodie.
How'd he get in that? That's a PC joint too. That Tehachapi's a PC joint. How they end up moving him there?
Tory, that's where they sent him there day one. He been there from reception. So,
Tehachapi's a no good yard.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, Tory gonna land where they sent him. He don't know. He's sitting in reception 2-3 months. Trash packed. Tory ain't thinking about no good. Only thing he thinking about is getting a reception.
Yeah.
And that shit don't even probably make no sense. Don't even matter to him anyway.
They sent him on a dummy mission. Wack. They did that dirty to him.
The only thing he thinking about is
going home, because you feel me? You get
packages, get some shoes. Shit. That's it. He ain't
getting that 33%.
You already know, Wack.
He ain't thinking about what's good and what ain't good. That ain't his politics. This nigga from Canada. He ain't affiliated or associated to nothing. Right? So the only thing saved Tory, dude grabbed Tory by his hoodie and was hitting him. Tory slid out that motherfucker. You know how a little badass kid do when he getting his ass whooped?
Yep.
He slid out that hoodie and went to running, and dude hit him a few more times. But the crazy part is, in the video, it's gonna come down to that Title 15 book. What's procedure? Where the police supposed to be? Where was you at? All that shit gonna roll downhill because that white lady, she said it. She said Friday, we submitted the evidence of the security guard or the driver letting it be known Tory never fired the gun, Kelsey fired the gun. They submitted this. The DNA been there. Monday he get hit. See, that nigga Tory come down on that appeal and win, his shit becomes case law, which means everybody convicted by that DA.
Everything's running back up.
Everybody convicted.
Everything's running back up.
Coming back on a motherfucking appeal. Not only that, Tory gonna book him for a whole bunch of money, right?
Stupid money.
So it makes sense to get him out of here.
Hey, Wack, they're sending them on a, like, you remember when they used to, like, fuck up there where send you on a whole, you're going over here, you're going over there. Kind of do the Tory right now.
No, that's the only place he's been. He ain't been nowhere else but that.
Oh man, they sent him to
Tehachapi. He been in Tehachapi the whole time.
Tehachapi, you already know. Hey, Tehachapi's been no good for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, that shit don't mean a thing to Tory. He don't give a fuck no good.
Beast, you gotta remember, honestly, that's y'all politic. That because we gonna go.
I know, but that we have 72 hours to get off that yard. Tehachapi is a no good yard for anything moving. That's for
the essay.
Yeah,
that ain't for
a non-affiliate black.
Like Tory. I told my own boy they sitting down there to what's that shit? BEATZ, prisoning land.
Oh, prisoning land over there. It's like between Wasco and it's between Wasco and
yeah. It's prisoning land right by Chowchilla. So he called me The homie been locked down like 33 years. The homie from Miller Gangster, right? 33. He done did 18 of them.
Was that HB?
Nah, not HB.
Not HB? All right.
HB, another G homie from Miller's.
HB from Miller. That's my boy.
So he say, Wack, they tell me if I go to this new prison, they say they got keys to the door, you got a garden, all kind of crazy shit. They said on my next parole date, I got action at getting out. The homie been down 33 years. 33 years. 18 of them in the shoe. He done did it all. Blasting police, enemies, rides, race rides, you name it. He say, what you think? I said, I think you should take your ass to prison land and show them white folks that they release your crazy ass. You know how to function in society, I think. Now, most would have said, nah, homie, that yard is bad. He ain't going over there because he been rolled up. He ain't going over there because somebody pressing him. I know why they trying to send it. We want to see, if we let you go, can you function in the world?
What's going to happen? What's going to happen?
Yeah, so at some point, I understand the gang shit and all that shit. At some point, man, when a nigga hit 50 or something, kicking 60 in the ass, you done been in this and did. He could have stayed on that other yard he was on, went to board. The board seen that he denied going to the yard, and they said, all right, now you've been down 35, come see us in another 7. Because we see that your mentality is yet to change.
Well, Wack,
Or, see, at some point, this word homeboy, it gotta mean something, bro. Cause see, subliminally and silently, the homeboys really be wanting you to stay there with them.
On the set.
This is what they don't want to talk about.
Talk about it, Wack. Talk about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? So at some point, right, I'm not finna tell Bumpy. Bumpy went in there for a year, right? He get in there, they send his happy ass to fire camp. By the time he did his county time, reception time, Bumpy probably about 6 to 7 months, 8 months to the house. I'm not finna tell Bumpy, go on that yard.
Go on a mission.
Blast or take off on an extra 2-3 years or an extra year so you can go to a yard that they say is good. Now watch this. On this good yard, it's already some bad people don't know about him yet.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. It's right.
You right.
I'm not finna, a real homie gonna say, hey, look, don't fraternize with the punks. Don't fraternize with a known rat. Do your 6 months, come home.
And
that's what I'm gonna tell him.
And that's exactly,
that's how it usually goes, though,
exactly
Wack.
what happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it usually goes.
I'm not
that's how
Beast. I'm not gonna tell him, get to the yard, you got 7 months left, take off on this and catch another 6 months to a year so you could go to another. And this was crazy. And you still ain't guaranteed to be sent to a good yard.
No, because everything's flipping. Everything's flipping.
Yeah, so then you take off on this one because you following the rules. And you go to the hole, you catch another 6 months on top of your 7 you just had. Now yet you in the hole 2 months, that's bad time, it don't count towards your time. So now your 6 can really turn to 8 months. Your 7 months, now you at 15 months. They send you to a prison, that's another bad yard. You gotta take off on another. Boy, you know it, you didn't turn 7 months to 3 years to satisfy, man.
Satisfy the cost.
Because the homies want you to stick it with them and lick it with them, blood.
Hey, Wack, we know that though too. We see that and we're like, man, no, man.
Now I will say this: the Hispanics got a total different politic. They push a total different line. Straight up, they don't give beats. They
Wack, you already know. Hey, hold up. Let me tell you that Tehachapi. Back in when I went there in 2001, it was good. 4A, 4B, and Tehachapi was good. All that shit now, it flipped over. That's all a PC. That's a PC yard now. Deuce 5's running it, and independent writers, they're at war right now on that yard. So I'm gonna put it. I don't give a fuck. We are not. No GP is on in Tehachapi. So he like that's some weird ass.
Hey,
Some weird.
OG,
That's a
didn't
PC
Juno get
yard.
hit with one of them situations?
That's a PC yard. I don't know.
I called me yesterday by G-Uno, his homie, Flame. And I didn't really want to talk to him because I told Flame, I said, what I don't understand is G-Uno has some politics going on with himself. I allowed y'all to come on my platform. I looked out. Then I look up and he's speaking against Blueface. I said, I don't get it, man. So
And
he
did say that in that interview. Yep.
Right? I said, I ain't ready to talk to the homie right now because I'm a little bothered. I said, but he's going to understand politics now because now he's going to see there's no way I can fraternize with you and you didn't win at him. That just don't work like that. You know, it just don't. That ain't how that works. You know what I'm saying?
I just watched that shit yesterday, so I know exactly what you thought. I don't even want to know why he said that. I think
before, I don't know where he might have been somewhere. Something ain't no telling, but I'm telling niggas straight up. Hey, look, bro, you finna come home. You short. I ain't telling you to go over there and program with the, come on, bro. I ain't never been on the prison yard where it wasn't no punks. This is a fact.
Wack, you already know.
I've never been on the prison yard where it wasn't no
Come on, man.
So if we talking about it, if we won't talk about it, we've all been on some not good yards, if this is what they talking about, because punks is supposed to be not good, but guess what? They're running the yard. They over there fraternizing with the punks. And here go the selective politicking. If you saying this nigga told, this nigga that, this nigga this, that, and with punks is, come on, let's put all the rules on the table. You ain't supposed to do drugs. Come on, BEATZ. Half calling.
We all doing drugs. We all doing drugs. Come on, bro.
Heroin and
all that shit. All that shit.
You got the punks on the yard. They on the yard. I'm watching married to them on the yard. I'm watching ready to stack. I'm watching go to family visit with their wife but got a punk in the cell. Right? So, okay, you see that. Them two supposed to be violations, but they loud on the yard. Like me gonna say that's a violation. But Wack, you don't get hot and you don't fuck. Yeah, okay, with violation. Well, it's easy for you to say. Well, it's easy for me to say the homie got 6 months. I don't give a fiat. As long as he ain't with him, let him do his time and go home.
That's a fact.
And listen, when you're in reception, I ain't gonna lie to you, they pushing it on you though. You gonna get off when you get there, is you getting off. That is like the biggest talk when you sitting there in reception. Who's getting off and who not getting off?
What's that? Who's that? The staff?
No, just like as inmates, but the staff know it too. When I was going to Jamestown, they was taking us off the bus. Hey, listen, don't do that shit that y'all gonna do right here in this Sally Port. Wait till y'all get on the yard and do y'all thing. I don't care what y'all do. But if you do some shit in this Sally Port, y'all gonna not find y'all shit. Y'all shit is not gonna go with y'all.
Wack, they told us, hey, you can't deal with nothing like that. You can't sell nothing like that. Okay, cool. But everybody else is selling it, doing everything. I don't give a. You already know what. Like, you gonna tell us we can't make money off of what we got going on? Huh?
Bro, I'm just telling you, it's a lot of selective politics.
Then BEATZ
with y'all, if y'all get an older homie, like if y'all get one of y'all big homies that come down to that yard, y'all can be on that yard as long as y'all got a big homie there. And then when he leave, y'all got 72 hours to get off the yard.
I'm gonna tell you, Tehachapi, 72 hours. The other one, San Luis Obispo.
Don't tell everybody. This is why I tell the youngsters, hey, bro, stay your ass out of the bullshit. Straight up. I don't even like to invite my homies nowhere unless it's some cool shit. Bumpy will tell you, I can invite out where it's going. I'm at a point to where if I look over there and say, okay, what is this I gotta invite? What is we going to do? Do we got control of the door? No. Okay. We got 3 potential groups that they can go up with. All right, cool. How much money we making? Well, ain't no money being made. It's just an invite to be seen. All right. So what's the possibilities of something happening? about a 70% possibility something happened. You ain't got control of the door. No, so that means the probability you getting something in there versus them is slim to none. Yeah, we ain't going. That's straight up. I don't like to take my homeboys nowhere, but somewhere they can enjoy themselves. Cause for me, cause I got that's rolling whatever way I roll, right? So for me to do that, I'm saying their mama, their kids, their family, their brothers and sisters, job. You get what I'm saying? Some niggas that do it just to be seen and to prove a point. I ain't got no more points to prove. I done proved all the points I've approved, and I'm gonna be real. Every point that I proved on that side, I ain't been able to write down on the application yet to get nothing for it.
It don't make you no bigger.
So I'm not leading my homies into no hellfire. I just ain't doing it. But you got something will. They don't give a
Yeah, we always did some cool shit anytime I've been around. It's always been some cool shit on the set.
We out the way. Cool shit ain't got we ready. Somebody wanna come playing, but other than that, we ain't no. For what?
Hey, Wack, you took me by myself. I went over to the hills. I've never seen no shit like that in my life.
Oh yeah, the man.
Remember? You took me to the mansion over there. I was by myself. I showed up. Wack was like, man, enjoy yourself. Have a good time. Do what you want to do. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life in the mansion.
Hey, BEATZ, look, when he had me at the house, when he had me at the house with that big ass pool, I said, oh, but this some fly shit right here.
Fly and shit. I sat there. I was like, man, Wack, I've never seen nothing like this before in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like, man, enjoy yourself. They had pizza, they had food, they had grab the weed, anything you want to do, man, whatever you want to do.
Hey, bro, it's like this. If you trying to prove a point right now, and I'm telling the youngsters, it's over with. Whatever you thought reps or whatever that shit's supposed to mean, y'all got to get on y'all other shit. I don't know what y'all moving. Start another movement. Because this shit over with. Bro, are y'all not seeing what's going on? The federal government, bro, was created for organized crime. RICOs was created for shit like the Gambino crime family and all that type of shit. Right? Okay. And then we seen it start to go down to like, well, who we call the drug kingpins. You had the crime family, the mafia, and then you had the drug kingpin. Now, we're still over here in the USA, right? So it went from John Gotti type shit to Big Meech, Harry O type shit, BMF type shit. Now, they're using RICOs for the projects. They didn't. When the last time you heard something about a crime family, bro? They didn't shut it down. Yeah. How many?
They're throwing RICOs on weirdos.
How many drug kingpins you hear about right now? You got a few whatever they doing, but all that that's not. They didn't shut it down. Now they down here indicting 30 because a nigga got killed because he didn't want to be from the hood, and this dude did a PPP loan, and these other niggas smuggling cell phones into the prisons. They need something to do, so now we like, well, we done took them down. They at the low-hanging fruit of the tree, who ain't got the resources to fight them back, none of that. They taking it like, so it's like, y'all need to start another movement. If that shit keep going at the rate it's going, gangbanging as we knew it to be is already gone. It's gone, been gone. At least 10 years, been gone. Now you hear BEATZ, independent riders in the 2-5.
IRs, 2-5, those are all PC gangs.
These is all the people who got PC'd and rolled up for breaking the rules, have now formed their own gang.
They formed their own shit, Wack.
But guess what? The niggas that's good wasn't strong enough to stop them from forming the gang.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
It's more them in prison. It's more the PC gangs in prison than the real gangs. 3 out of the 5 yards niggas is PCs.
That's a fact. Yes. Wack speaking truth.
So you see where this is going. That because you got who empowered the real gangs have turned PC. So now they taking their know-how, their influence, and they following. Well, we over here. Now they on the street. So guess what? What you gonna do? Tell? We don't give a. We already rats from the 2-5ers of the
We already
independent
dropped out.
riders.
Yes.
We already dropped out. Yes, we telling. You mean matter of fact, we got 10 people in the organization telling that's 800,000. That's 8,000 a month times 10. That's 80 a month. 800. You know what I'm saying? 960,000 a year. Yeah, we getting the government money
Yo, Wack
for
is
getting rid of you. Now y'all want the yard back? We gonna give y'all the yard back. We gonna tell on so many of you good. Y'all gonna have all the yards you want.
Hey, Wack, you are not lying. All that shit, what you saying is the truth.
I'm just being real, bro. Though that's where it's going. So might as well focus on going back to school and sports and that type of shit.
We're trying to get a trade or something.
It's over with. It's over with, bro. Straight up. I wonder, hey, didn't Kelsey have limited immunity? I don't think she had full immunity. We need to pull that up. She might get books.
No, it says no, Kelsey Harris did not have full immunity. She was granted limited immunity before testifying in the trial. Limited immunity protected her from being prosecuted for things she said during the testimony. It did not protect her from being prosecuted for crimes she may have already committed related to the incident, like possession of a firearm or obstruction, unless those crimes were directly mentioned in her testimony.
I knew it.
Oh, so she off then. Cause they gave her immunity from what she said on the stand. She was supposed to go up there and do the Woody. She was supposed to go say, I shot the bitch, was shooting at the bitch, and they couldn't have did nothing. They would have let him out and she been good.
He said, pull a Woody. Hey, remember he said what he said? He said, you said I got anything I said, K and Sam will not be used against me, right? She said, yes, that me and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan Daddy out.
Right.
It also says Kelsey Harris was granted to use immunity during the trial of Tory Lanez, meaning her testimony could not be used against her in future prosecutions. However, this type of immunity does not protect her from prosecution if independent evidence emerges. Recent claims suggest that Harris may have admitted to the shooting, but these allegations have not been substantiated or led to formal charges. But it is possible, legally possible, if new evidence is presented, she can get prosecuted likewise. And if the legal team come out with that, I know Jason Lee just dropped some just now, posted it up top, where Tory texted Jason Lee and said, let me see. Tory texted Jason Lee and said, quote unquote, I protect Megan from being shot and I took the charge for Kelsey. I protected 2 black women.
Tory DM'd me some time ago. I never like to put receipts out, but let me go ahead and just pull it
Man,
out.
free him.
I'm going to tell you exactly what Tory said to me. Hold on. Tory Lanez. Let me go back to the pre-stabbing dates. Hold on.
Oh, God.
Tory Lanez. Okay. In a text message between Tory and I said, yo. He said, what's good? I said, how you surviving that bullshit? Wish we could have sat down before you left. Because you know me and him hung out with Madonna when they were messing around. Don't believe me? Take a look at this photo. I said, do you have a number? He said, what's yours? Let me move on to the text messages now. Then we started to text message each other. I said, how are you? How you been? He said, incredible, in very high spirits and preparing to physically come home this year. I said, when? I need to get I need to come in there and get an interview, LOL. He said, I can't say exact days, but I know I'll be home this year. I said, how long you been gone? I'm so confused by your case. He said, actually, I have a crazy plan when I get back that I think you should know and be a part of, because I'm only going to do one interview. And he said he's been gone 2.5 years. I said, I want to be a part of that plan. He said, it's honestly a bunch of suppressed evidence that was kept away from me during trial. I said, Wack told me that, but didn't say what. He said, like, through trial, they keep saying it was inconclusive on the gun DNA, but I always knew I never touched the gun, so I asked my lawyer to retest it, and sure enough, I was 102% excluded completely from everything, just like I said. I said, well, why didn't you just say who did it? Doing time for something you ain't do. He said, I took the rap for Kelsey, never wanted her to go to jail, and I never wanted Megan to get hurt or anything. So in me stopping her from getting shot, I got the raw deal. Crazy how life works. And to think they made me the poster boy for the unprotection of black women, when in all honesty, I protected 2 black women, one from getting shot and one from going to jail. Never said nothing in 8 to 10 years for them to live. It's a crazy, crazy place we live in. I said, but why you ain't just say that? When I got shot, I told. And he said, I lost my mother at 11 years old. I couldn't sleep with myself. I was the reason for taking a mother away from her kid. I just couldn't do it. Tory Lanez.
He's better than me.
And again, I truly believe if Tory Lanez is innocent, he should be freed and he should be compensated for time that he was wrongly convicted. But I also believe the person who pulled the trigger, that person should go to jail. And if Meg conspired to set him up and lie on him, of course she should do time. But I'm just saying, in an instance like this, and
I don't like this long-winded explanation.
No, because
but the word conspired is so problematic, because even if she didn't know, then she doesn't know. She can't say.
That's what I'm saying. So in an instance like this, we should all agree, if I'm in a situation that I did not know what happened, I shouldn't go to jail for that, because I wouldn't want that for you. But I'm saying, if the person did lie intentionally and set the other person up, she should go to jail.
Megan, you might be going to jail, girl.
That's some real. He said the very same thing is against protecting black women as it protected both black women. I stopped one from killing the other and kept one from going to jail.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV, back with another one, man. Y'all already know, and y'all heard the content, man. But been saying this from day one, man. Tory got railroaded, and now y'all heard the text to Jason Lee saying that he protected 2 women that night, Meg and Kelsey. But I know y'all not acting surprised, because he been telling the truth. But people so quick to forget it was chaos that night. Liquor, jealousy, emotions. Tory wasn't the aggressor. He was just in a situation where he had to calm down 2 women fighting each other. But he fell in the wrong because he was the cause of it. He got painted as the villain because of it. But let's be real, Meg and Kelsey been falling out ever since. They changed stories, forgot details. Kelsey pleaded the 5th. Man, you already know. Y'all telling me Tory the bad guy, but nobody want to talk about the inconsistencies? And now Tory basically is finally speaking up from his side that said. He says he protected both of them. Definitely believing from day one he could have let him crash out that night, but he didn't. He stepped in. Look how they repaid him. Silence, lies, and a guilty verdict. Kelsey got immunity, but he's sitting in prison, probably laying down now. He done got stabbed up 14 times, away from the sun, damn near died for something that don't even make sense if you really look at all the facts. You don't get 10 years for protecting people. You get 10 years when the system want to make an example out of you and take you out the game and get you out the country. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Meg ain't get hurt, but who pulled the trigger? Who had motive? Who had GSR on their hands? Tory wasn't trying to hurt nobody. He was trying to stop a situation from getting worse. That ain't a shooter. That's a peacemaker caught in the crossfire. Now, Jason Lee releasing the text messages. That's Tory finally speaking up for himself. Y'all act like he just making noise. Nah, he's finally telling the truth after everybody else got their lies off and he damn near died. So he's definitely trying to get out of there. So he's going to release everything that he got that he didn't say before to say now. I'm sure he reached out to Jason Lee or his family didn't say to go ahead and release those text messages that I texted you a while ago. I mean, y'all better wake up. Tory ain't no monster. He a scapegoat. And that text, that's just the beginning. Believe that. Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 40,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all for checking out Clubhouse TV. Off to the next one, y'all. I'm out. Peace.